On Long Haul's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. Hit the highway on America's newest trucking TV show. Meet Peterbilt drivers vying for the chance to earn the title as #1 superfan. First prize is a brand new Peterbilt 567, one of the best trucks on the road today. Her truck is known as the Witch's Inn, and no mystery why it's won Best in Show so many times. Discover how this working truck provides a rich lifestyle for this long-haul owner-operator. Later, a tour de force at the world's largest trucking show. At Matt's, check out the latest gear and gadgets, spectacular show trucks. All that straight ahead on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
We're modern-day cowboys, the kings and queens of the road. We're crossing this country and carrying the load. We'll get it where it needs to be. All you gotta do is make the call. It don't matter the distance. We're in it for the long haul. 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 Yeah, we're in it for the long haul. We're in it for the long haul. We're in it for the long haul.
Hello and welcome into King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm Dakota Vanderberg. King of the Road is the show that's all about trucking, and for the folks who love big rigs.
Strap in. Time for Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
King of the Road is focused on extraordinary characters, the lifestyle, the latest technology, and the endless road at an iconic American transportation company, Long Haul Trucking.
44,000 pounds coming out of Birmingham. It's super icy over there.
Classic time-in-the-seat stories, cinematic profiles on the latest rigs. We'll feature custom builds, behind the scenes, and the latest news, information, and trucking technology. All of it wrapped up in an insightful visit to America.
Hi, my name is Les Smith with Extreme Trailers, and we're going to build Ray a trailer in 7 days.
2,000 pounds lighter than the trailer I have now.
Weight equals money.
We'll report on big events in the trucking community with storytelling about authentic characters who love the freedom of being a trucker.
My name's Dick Klon. I'm from Oklahoma, and there's 3 things I like to do. That's drive my truck, ride my scooter, and eat. And I'm a pretty good judge at all of them.
The trucker gets to travel the country. Trucker gets to see the world for free.
I guess you can say it's a gypsy heart in my soul, because I've always been a truck driver at heart. And from the days of when I was watching BJ and the Bear on TV, and I've always wanted to be that either that owner-operator or that one driver driving that one unique truck out there on the highway.
I just love being a trucker. It's just freedom. Freedom's worth a whole lot. It's worth a lot.
The favorite part of my job is waking up in a different location every day. You never know where you're going. You never know what you've seen. In 20 years of driving, I've not seen it all yet, because they haven't figured out how to make the bridge to Hawaii, and I haven't went to Alaska.
And that's what you can expect from this show. I can't wait. We'll have more from King of the Road here in a second.
You'll walk a few miles and love every minute of it. That's what folks say about Matt's, the Mid-America Truck Show. When we return, Dakota sets out to explore every inch of the show. They're all great drivers, but only one can earn the title #1 Peterbilt Superfan. Meet the contestants vying for this new truck. That and a whole lot more. Please stay tuned. Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt, Class Pays, by Dish, TV and HD connecting you coast to coast. By Extreme Trailers, innovation moving forward. By Allstate Peterbilt, giving truck operators every advantage every day. By Blaine Brothers, one family of companies, everything you need for the road. By AirTab, more than a fuel saver. By Tri-Pack Evolution by Thermo King, the APU drivers ask for by name. Brought to you by Mobile Delvac Diesel Engine Oil. And by Tri-Pack Evolution by Thermo King, chosen by more drivers than any other APU.
Welcome back into King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm Dakota Vanderberg, and for nearly half a century, the world's largest truck show has unfolded along the banks of the Ohio River in Louisville, Kentucky.
What is about mats? For starters, size does matter. The largest truck show in the nation features more than 1,000 exhibitors.
Oh, the massage chair. Come back in 20 minutes. I'll be here.
75,000 guests from all 50 states and 61 countries around the world. Mats fills the Kentucky Expo Center. When it comes to new trucks, large sizes seem to be an advantage. The Peterbilt 579 Ultra Loft is a truck made for a big man.
This is definitely a big man's truck, and I'm 6'8", so my head doesn't even come close to the one side, and my feet don't even touch the other side.
Inside this truck, you've got the most volume, storage volume of any truck on the road. You've got larger lower bunks, larger upper bunks. You've got largest microwave, largest TV that can go in this truck.
Definitely a big man's truck. I like the extra height. The extra height made a bigger difference. You don't feel claustrophobic at all.
Every hour on the hour at Long Haul Trucking. Another use for an extreme trailer. Dancing. Matt's is also the premier place for the latest in gear and gadgets.
You know, we were known for brake jobs, clutches, fixing air conditioners, and we thought we'll just start carrying maybe a few bumpers, some stacks, maybe some fenders. And man, as soon as that chrome hit the showroom, we kind of turned into a chrome shop, and it's just been growing ever since. If it goes on a big rig to make it look nice, Four State has it.
Plenty to learn with seminars and conferences. Dakota checked out the Women in Trucking Safety class.
This is when I would take an opportunity to get evidence. Bite. Say, get away from me, blah, 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 and if they charge at you, bam.
Oh wow, and then they're taken out.
Well, and their breathing is interrupted.
And when you're at Matt's, it's time to dust off your best Smokey and the Bandit.
This is Sheriff Buford T. Justice. Hey, Bandit, you hear that out there? Woo! Mr. Bandit, I must say, you are the hot damnedest pursuee I have ever pursued.
When Long Haul's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, returns, the Superstition Mountains may be the perfect setting for a truck based on witches and mystery. The driver is the girl next door. If you live next door to a witch, it's no secret to how her truck wins Best in Show at some of the top competitions in the world. The best Peterbilt drivers across America step up to prove who's the best and most worthy of the honor of #1 superfan. But first, time for our Lube-Tech truck build.
Josh Hainstock here with Long Haul Trucking. Today we're in the garage going over one of our 2019 Peterbilt 579 builds for Louisville Mats. Today we're going to talk with Scott Rogers and why Scott's earned the right to drive one of these Louisville show trucks.
I'm Scott Rogers, and I've been driving them for Long Haul for 3 years now. I was ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. I mean, I've been to companies before where they say they're performance-based, and you get there and you work your butt off and you don't get anything in return. Here you work hard, you get something in return for it. They actually appreciate the driver for what he does here.
Company man 100%. Scott was our 2017 Long Haul Company Driver of the Year. a great honor here at Long Haul. He had a lot of stiff competition. Scott does a lot of great things for Long Haul, representing, working with our customers, taking care of our equipment.
Well, every truck that you get when you come up here, it's got a checklist. You go through it. It's got your chains, your binders. It's got the air tabs on it for better fuel mileage. Everything that JD does from the top down is just better performance, safety for the driver.
Our 2019 Peterbilt 579s are all PACCAR powered, all equipped with driver video protection in cab. Long Haul utilizes PeopleNet for all our tracking of our trucks. Long Haul drivers are kept comfortable by Thermo King APUs. All Long Haul trucks pull extreme flatbed trailers, dish TVs, dish tailgaters. Enjoy the comforts of home in your truck while you're away.
I absolutely feel awesome. I mean, it's just one of the best things that could ever happen to me. I mean, it goes to show from a company that they actually stand behind what they mean and what they say. I'm Scott Rogers, and I drive for Long Haul Trucking.
Let's meet a long-haul trucking driver who puts a new meaning into the mystique of the open road. But there's no mystery when she continues to sweep the competition at the truck shows.
For a truck with the theme of witches and mystery,
there's a lot of witches' hats. Over 1,000 probably.
The Superstition Mountain Range in southern Arizona may be the perfect setting. The Witches Inn has earned its share of awards at major truck competitions.
I worked hard for these trophies.
But this is no show pony. It's a working truck.
Work about 200 days out of the year. I'm just proud, especially proud, when my truck is clean and we're looking good showing up at a customer's facility. Home run.
Teresa is a hands-on trucker who prefers old-school Peterbilts.
Okay, we're tight now.
The Witches Inn was her first Peterbilt, and she's been driving it since 1985.
1985 Pete, it's got a 400 cat, 3406B. It's got an 18-speed with 325 rears. This is the prestige truck. You're proud when you own a Peterbilt.
Her beautiful home in the desert is known as the Two Dogs Ranch for obvious reasons. Along with her trucking husband, Dean,
so the 34 years that we've been married,
they enjoy the lifestyle and freedom as a result of Teresa's work for long-haul trucking.
So I have a passion about cooking. She has a passion about baking.
I like working for long haul because I can make my own time at home when I want to be home and for how long I want to be home.
Living in the shadows of the Superstition Mountains, our own witchy woman is intrigued by the legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold. The lore is based on the tale of an old miner named Jacob Waltz, the Dutchman, who discovered a motherlode of gold in the Superstitions. The Dutchman only shared the location of his hidden treasure on his desert deathbed back in 1891.
People would follow him up into the mountain and then never be seen again.
The Lost Dutchman's fortune has never been found. So each year, treasure hunters head out in search of the loot, and in some cases, only to find unhappy endings deep in the desert.
They go up in the mountains and they sometimes don't come back. Something happens, no water, whatever, and they die.
But in the shadows of the Superstition Mountains, different treasures await. Teresa and Dean share a passion for golf and all that goes with it. But this is not one of those TV shows with only highlights. Practice, patience, and the plight of the golfer, all part of the Superstition Mountain Golf and Country Club. Bang. At the most recent match show in Louisville, the show truck competition was tight. But in the end, Teresa and Witches Inn took home top honors for Best in Show.
Teresa DeSantis.
In work and at play, many Americans search for a treasure like the Lost Dutchman's. But with her truck and lifestyle, Teresa has struck it rich. Her jackpot is a connection with her truck, and the Witches Inn will always be a part of her, even after Teresa drives that last mile.
I want my truck to be buried with me because I don't want anyone else to drive it. And I asked my husband if we could take it and get it melted down in a kiln and have it into a small cube and buried with me, with my ashes.
A perfect final chapter for the Witches Inn, or perhaps just the start of another.
Teresa's out on the open road right now, carrying the load and turning heads as the Witches Inn rolls by. We have more coming at you from King of the Road in a second.
Who's the best of the best? When King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, returns, meet the Fab Five, the 5 best Peterbilt drivers in America, competing for the honor of being named #1 Peterbilt superfan. King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt, Class Pays, by Dish, TV in HD connecting you coast to coast, by Extreme Trailers, innovation moving forward, by Allstate Peterbilt, giving truck operators every advantage every day, by Pomps, we know tires, you should know Pomps, by Trimble, transforming the way transportation works, by Long Haul Trucking, running on the power of promises kept, and by Lube-Tech, accelerating performance.
Hello and welcome back into King of the Road. I'm your host, Dakota Vanderberg. And now it's time to meet the contestants and find out just who will be the #1 Peterbilt superfan.
I was probably 5 years old when I rode in my first brand new Peterbilt. My father was a truck driver, so I got to ride with my father in brand new Peterbilt from the factory when I was young enough to sleep on the floor when I got tired. My father started in 1958 with a Peterbilt. We're still going strong. That's 60 years of being a Peterbilt customer. I own 2 working trucks for my business, but there's 6 Peterbilts altogether in my collection. And I have 7 Faduls, and Fadul is the predecessor to Peterbilt. My collection starts at 1918, and hopefully it's going to end at 2018 when this is over.
One of my best Peterbilt memories was cruising through my hometown with a load of skate park and a bunch of skaters hanging off the side of the load, and we're just putting through town, taking this park to a demo we were having the next day. And it fits, Peterbilt fits that culture. Been through avalanches in Pete's, my wedding, for instance. Just my other dream was to have my wedding party as a Peterbilt as the lead car, and you know, it's different. We've been together for 15 years now. In the first, I guess it would have been 7 years of it all. That's what we did. She was with me and we drove around the country chasing work. We share each other's passions, and I find with that there's something just so hot rod and so counterculture about Peterbilt that it just fits in how.
My early childhood, trucking was a big part. One of my earliest memories of riding in a truck was my Uncle Dan was at our house to load cattle. My dad said, "Do you want to ride with him to Grand Island today?" And I was like, you know, this is the coolest thing ever. My dad, he knew that I didn't love cattle as much as I loved trucking, and so he played a big role in helping me finance and buy my first truck. My first truck was a 377 Peterbilt. In 2007, my dad would be diagnosed with a very aggressive form of lung cancer. Was just really blessed to have a father that would support me in what I did and my love for Peterbilts. I really miss my dad every day.
Nobody bleeds Peterbilt more than I do. I've been in a Peterbilt truck for 20 years out of my 25 years of driving. I'm proud to be in a Peterbilt, and I've worked hard to be in a Peterbilt. My favorite memory of me and my dad in a Peterbilt truck, I got to go trucking with him, and I got to see the Statue of Liberty from the jump seat of his Peterbilt. Every time I got to go with him, that was a great memory. We've been to Chicago, we've been to New York, picking up loads, delivering loads. I've only owned 379 Peterbilts because they are classic, they have the look, they're cool.
Starting out, it was day one, picking the truck up, and it ends up in the Wichita Convention Center, and it's the first time I see my brand new truck as a 25-year-old scared to death kid that just purchased this thousands of dollars worth of equipment and hope it goes well. It all, for me, started with Peterbilt. From day one, coming to realize my dad was a truck driver, my grandpa was a truck driver. It was the way of life for our family. The truck provided for all of us to live, and it's kind of followed that way for myself and my family now. We've lived the life, we've drove the truck, we've worked on the truck. We are Peterbilt.
Those are the Fab Five from Peterbilt. Who will earn the title of #1 Peterbilt superfan? Stay tuned.
Wow, we have some incredible candidates, and we'll find out who the #1 superfan is next week. But that's all the time we have left for today. I'm Dakota Vanderberg, and I'll catch you down the road.
Please join us next week on King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, as we reveal the winner of the Peterbilt Superfan Contest. Find out who drives away with this brand new Peterbilt 567. Check us out online. Please send us a story idea, and we'll see you next time on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
We're in it for the long